What's up, people? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new or you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Faith Ojone, and on this channel we talk about ways you can travel abroad and settle abroad. I provide you with resources on how you can get started. I share latest updates concerning the UK, how you can migrate and settle in the UK. So if this is the kind of information or content you like, then hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your bell so you can notify whenever I share content like this. In today's video, I'll be talking about things that can keep you broke as an immigrant living in the UK. So, without saying so much, let's get started. So, if you are still back home and you're planning on relocating abroad, let this be at the back of your mind that the first 5 years, you'll be busy finding your feet. There are job opportunities here where you can earn money and so many things you can do to earn money. But like the system has been designed, as you're making money, the more money you make, the more money that goes back into the system. There are things that can keep you broke as an immigrant in the UK if you do not prepare yourself, if you're not self-disciplined in terms of money-wise, or you're not financially literate in how to manage your funds and live below your means. If you come to this country, you're just going to be living in debt because this country is designed to keep you in debt. So as an immigrant coming to the UK, you need to properly plan yourself and strategize. Though there are other situations that are beyond our control that there's nothing we can do. It's based on the situation we found ourselves that takes our money. So I'm going to be listing things that can keep you broke in the UK, the things you have control over and the ones you do not have control over. Number one is rent. Rent in the UK, high housing costs in the UK can keep you broke. This is one of the things you don't have control over. Well, you can have control over it a little bit by going to rent in a place that is not city center. You can go and stay in the countryside where you'll be paying low amounts of money. Let's say if you're a new immigrant coming to the UK and you're not working, in fact, or you're not earning a certain amount of money, it will be difficult for you to live comfortably in London because the house rent in London is very expensive. So you have to be earning like very good amounts of money, salary, for you to be able to afford renting in London. So if you want to control how much money you spend for rent, you can go and live outside London, or you look for a countryside, a small rural area, and get apartment there will be a lot more affordable. But the downside is that, which takes me to number 2, transportation. So if you're living somewhere that is not city center, that is not close to a lot of things, you'll be spending money a lot for you to travel. You have to be traveling a lot to get your grocery and buy things, because where you might be living might be far away from every other thing. If you're commuting to work every day, or the kind of job you do, being there physically, then you'll be spending a lot for transportation. This one you have a little bit of control over it by getting rail cards, or it's going to cost you a lot in transportation. So if you're living outside the city center, you might want to get a car for easy commuting and all of that, but you're going to spend a lot of money on fuel, on other things, and if you are unfortunate to get tickets, you're going to pay for that. This can cost you so much money. That was why we thought of this when we moved out of London. So we thought of buying a car. So we compare the cost and how much we'll be spending on getting a car and how much it will cost us to come and live in London, where we can have access to everything, and there are buses and trains which will make commuting or going around easier. So we decided to come back to London instead of getting a car, which I think was more cheaper. Next one is credit card debt. Like I said, this country is designed to keep you in debt. So in this country, you can get literally anything on finance. Like, you don't have to pay cash. Some of the things, even if you have cash, they want you to still take it on credit. And another way to build your credit score is by getting credits. So like, the country is designed to make you want to get credit. So avoid having apps like Klarna on your phone. Klarna takes your money because you can buy anything, fashion accessories, anything on credit and pay back later. Avoid credit card debt, though you need credit to build your credit score. So there are other smarter ways to take credit. which is what we do, like our credit card. At the end of the month, whatever expenses we want to make, we make it through using the credit card just to help us build our credit score and pay back the money later on. Another thing that can keep you broke in this country is low paying jobs. And this is why you need to now develop side hustle. So if you are not like qualified enough to get a high paying job, or your career path is not in the high paying job industry, the next thing for you to do is to look for a side hustle. Just look for where you have skills and expertise, and do your market research, look around you, what are the things that you think would be good in this area, and start something. Someone like me, coming from Nigeria, I used to have a salon back home in Nigeria because I'm very good with hair making, like braids. I can decide tomorrow to want to establish that business. Next thing that can keep you broke in this country is impulsive buying. If you're someone that cannot go in a shop and just be disciplined enough to just get what you were there to get, but you started buying other things, this will keep you broke in the UK, because there are so many things, so many sales going on, so many things they're advertising to you. So if you're an impulsive buyer, you will remain broke in the UK. Another thing is childcare. This one you really have no control over it, because if you have a child, you want them to go to school, you want them to go to the nursery, because you want them to start receiving education at an early age. So childcare, depending on where you stay, it will cost you a lot of money, and depending on how many hours or how many days per week you want your child to be going to child and daycare, that will cost you a lot of money. But if you want to, you can reduce the amount of time your child spends in daycare just to cut down money until your child is eligible for the free 15 or 30 hours per week. Poor management skills can keep you broke in the UK. If you don't know how to manage your finances, if you cannot tell what you spend your money on in a month, this will keep you broke in the UK. So as an immigrant in the UK, you need to learn how to manage your finances. Managing your finances will help you save more and spend less, and also learn to live below your means. To learn how to manage your finances, it is very important in this country, very, very important. And another way you can discipline yourself from not spending your money is by opening a savings fixed account where you cannot have access to the money. Like some banks have it, but you still have access to it. But I know Barclays, they have the fixed deposit account where if you put your money in, if you want to access it, you lose all the interest you get, and also it will take you 7 days to be able to access your funds. And if possible, you can open the one that you can lock for a year. Just put in every month when you get your salary, remove your savings, put in that account, pay all your bills, the rest you manage. So try to live below your means and develop a habit of putting your money in a fixed savings account where you cannot have access to it. And if you're someone like me who is a softie, when your friends call you from back home, or your people call you, oh, I need money to do this, and you always give out money, this is reason why you should open a fixed savings account. Be like me, because now I know I'm a softie. When people call me for money, I want to give them, but even though if I want to do that, I can't do that because my money is locked. I'm like, I'm sorry. Then the last and final one is gambling. I don't know if you are a gambler, someone who like, oh, spend this to earn this, like, you are gonna be broke in this country. There are so many gambling platforms here in the UK that people are making money. And for those who want to invest back home, I don't know, you can invest back home if you see any business idea or something that you think you can make more money in. But again, I'll usually advise people, always invest in something you are actually physically there to monitor and you have full control over, because giving people your hard-earned money to invest, trust me, it doesn't always work out well. I'm not saying like it's all the time it doesn't work out, but me personally, I like being part of the process. So even when my friends, my family members call me, oh, I see this opportunity, invest money, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I'm not investing. I know it's a good juicy opportunity, but I am not there to manage it. It is my money, it is my investment. I know how hard I had to work to get this money. So you will not give it your all like I would. So most times whenever I'm doing any business, I've always been a business person right from Nigeria before coming to the UK. So with my experience starting business, understanding how it works, for a good business, for a business to progress, you need to be part of it. You need to be involved. You need to know what is happening. You need to understand the business yourself. You can't just give it to someone to do it for you. So if you're back in the UK, working morning nights, hustling and sending money home for one investment that you don't know about, like they just tell you about it, I don't think that's a smart decision. But again, it is your money. You can do whatever you want in it. As for me, I will never invest in something I am not physically present. I am not totally in control. So yeah, these are all the ways you can remain broke in the UK. So think of this thoroughly. The ones you have control over, try to work on it. The ones you don't have control over, just do what you can. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Give me your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what are other things that can keep you broke in the UK, because of course I know I did not cover everything. So leave a comment on other things that can keep you broke in the UK as an immigrant, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.